Hello everyone, welcome to Off the Water. Today I want to give y'all my final thoughts about the Wright Water 12 from SkiffWorX, which I have right behind me. Tiny little micro skiff that comes in at 12 feet long and 56 inches wide, I think is what it is up at the top. I am very impressed with this little tiny skiff. On my fishing channel, if you're interested, you can see some of the trips that I took out there. Several tests that I wanted to see how it would perform, not for you all, but for me, for my style of fishing, for what I love to do. And let's quickly talk about what that is. I am a marsh fisherman on the upper Texas Gulf Coast. Our waters are known for being very murky, super shallow. We're talking in most instances like 12 inches and less. And they are just littered with oyster. It's like a minefield out there. So you need to be able to get super skinny. Some of the marsh systems that I want to reach are in excess of 5 miles from the ramp, or let's just say the closest ramp that you can safely launch from. So as a kayak fisherman, that's mainly what it is that I do. I kind of wanted to push the bounds and be able to get out there pretty far and see what it is that I can find by way of new marsh systems. So that's what the skiff has allowed me to do. And ever since I jumped into the skiff market, I kind of find that my other skiff that I purchased just really doesn't allow me to get super shallow the way I thought I was going to be able to do. And I also can't pole correctly, or let's just say pole straight in the direction that I want the skiff to go. So in testing this out, I'm very grateful to SkiffWorX. So Adam, if you're watching this, brother, I really appreciate the use of this skiff right here. I found out a lot about the differences between both platforms, and I think this one's a winner for my style of fishing. I actually prefer this. I'm sad to see it go, but it's not mine. Things don't come free in this world. If it's going to be possible later on in the future, we'll see which way my fishing channel goes, and I don't know, we'll just see. But as it stands, this skiff right here is very capable in our waters here on the upper Texas Gulf Coast. It poles straight. It's super easy to pole in. So it's super easy to pole in ideal conditions. And man, this camera is heavy. And it also, with the use of the on-the-fly jack plate that we have down here, is able to get me moving in crazy shallow water. Let's say 6 inches. I can move at about 7 miles an hour. That's unheard of in my kayak. So if I'm in the autopilot from Old Town, that 120 can move at approximately 2.8, 3 miles an hour at its fastest, whether I'm shallow or deep. And this thing going at 7, just, man, it's a breath of fresh air. So super pleased with the ability of this thing to move that fast whenever we're going that skinny. Whenever we're in skinny waters. I'm also impressed at the fact that solo, I was able to push this skiff to 21 miles an hour with a 9.9 outboard. And in my other skiff, I'm able to do approximately 25 miles an hour, and that's with a 20 horsepower. So this thing, it's just crazy. The poling platform, the added height, I thoroughly enjoy being able to see over the marsh grass on this, and it gives you a bird's eye view of what's going on beyond the bank line of the bayou, and that's definitely a plus for this skiff right here. What else? The simplicity of the layout. It's very simple. As you can see, there's no grab bar, so if I was going to purchase one, I would definitely get a grab bar over here by the ice chest. I do love the fact that the ice chest is truly a dry box, and you don't got to worry about water getting in unless you fail to latch it. You can put fish, you can put your goods. That's what I used it for, was to store all my goods and stuff like that. But if you want to take the ice chest out, you just simply unstrap it with the straps that it's got on both ends, and you're going to be good to go. Some of you that are not familiar with the content that I produce may say, well, how is it that they screwed this in here? There's an aluminum plate down there for that to be anchored in. It's stainless, with stainless hardware screwing that down, so that's a plus. But if you wanted to get it out just to have the entire deck opened up, because you're going to do a lonesome trip, don't plan on taking drinks or keeping fish or whatever the case, you can do that, and it's like that, super easy, open platform. The skiff is just crazy lightweight. The package weight is less than, or actually 300, it's right around 300 pounds for the total package weight for the skiff, the ice chest, and the outboard with fuel. That's super light, and you can just scoot back and forth, and the draft is sub 4 inches, and I completely believe what they have in black and white, because I mean, I did it while I was out there on the water. It was super easy to move around, and yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about it. Now, what I need y'all to understand is that I am a kayaker at heart. I just jumped into the skiff game last year, and I've only owned one. It is a micro, because I am a kayaker at heart. I want to go through ditches that full-size skiffs can't get through. And that's what a lot of people just fail to understand, but neither here nor there. I am a kayaker at heart. I have only tested micro skiffs. I do know that there's other larger skiffs out there that a lot of people have made comments and saying, you need to try this, you need to try that. That just doesn't really, it's not my cup of tea. It's not what I want to do. So you're probably going to see me in the micro skiff game. Nothing over, I don't know, like maybe 16, 17 feet, because I'm subjected to what's going to fit inside this garage. So once that garage door closes, that's what I want. But that's the reason why I'm testing out the micro platforms. This thing is just really great. If you're interested in like the specs and everything else that I did, highly recommend going to the playlist and just checking it out. And then also, if you go to my fishing channel, again, you'll get to see what I did out there on the water. But as far as testing it and my thoughts about this thing with its abilities and stuff like that, then go to see the other playlist. But yeah, that's where we stand. That's my final thoughts. Very capable platform. I do think that if you're like me and you fish super skinny water and you need to move fast while fishing those types of conditions, and you need to be able to pole straight and be like a ninja, super silent, so that you don't spook tailing reds, crawling reds, anything of that nature. When you see that school out there, this thing is going to allow you to use the push pole. And for those two reasons, that's why I am really liking this platform. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. For those of you that are new to the channel and you enjoy the content, hang out for a little bit, continue watching some of the other stuff. If you come to find yourself liking the channel, then do me a favor, click the subscribe button, and I will see y'all next time when we're off the water.